confusing, actually, to be honest. The first exit.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you see.
Okay, so we've got the green light ahead, but there's also cones there, so we have to merge here. So we just have to watch my mirror on my right hand side.
Okay. They've shortened it down. Oh wow, yeah. That's fine. And the sign on the right is telling you no overtaking.
Yep.
So even if there
And
was
it's
a
a white
cyclist
line,
here,
it's a double white line anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
it's quite extensive, yeah.
Now.
And you'll find that it'll be quite extensive during the school holidays.
I have to ask my brother what's going on. Actually, he might not know anymore. He's moved to a rail. He does town planning, but he just moved to railways recently.
These roadworks, is it railway related?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like,
right.
He would have known what this was, but I don't know if he got his ear to the ground anymore now.
I think it must be drainage, I think.
He keeps saying to me that he thinks the interchange at Bradford, he says no one's saying halt, but he reckons it's in big trouble. He reckons they've discovered, you know, that I forget what that concrete's called, that aerated concrete, you know, which they found in all the schools.
Yeah.
So they're not saying anything, but he reckons they found that loads of that in there, it's structurally unsound.
Okay, it looks like that's not happening then.
That's what I've got a soft spot for Bradford City Centre. My parents are both from Bradford.
Right.
Bradford City fans, so.
Oh right, okay.
So we go there plenty.
Well, I taught one of their footballers anyway.
Oh yeah, you mentioned Is it French? Was it?
Yeah, French. Yeah. Well, his football was better than his driving was better than his football. He didn't like it. I said.
I don't know where he's turned up.
He's
I don't know where he is now. Actually.
He was working with at Wrexham.
Oh really?
He went to Wrexham. He was playing for Ryan Reynolds. He was playing down there. I think he's been transferred to Sunderland now.
Oh well, that's all right.
Top lad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a dream job for so many lads, but it's not.
He's a young lad.
It's not an easy life.
Yeah.
It's not an easy life. Yeah, we had. I didn't know him myself, but there's a Bradford player who lived in the High Roads development.
Yeah.
He lived on there. A friend lives there. You know, and you know, a lot of them got young families, and you know they're pillar to post. You know, they bounce around the country.
Yeah. Do you know, once I taught a Leeds United, not Leeds, a Liverpool. He's a Liverpool midfielder, and I didn't know who he was.
Oh, really?
And I went to Tesson in Harold's with him, and one of my mates goes, "Do you know who you went? Do you know who's going for your test?" I went, "No." He goes, "It's that person." I went, "Well, who's that?" And he goes, "He's a Liverpool footballer." I went, "Who is he?" So I asked him, I said, "Mate, do you play for Liverpool?" He goes, "Yes." He should have told me. I would have not taken you for your test.
I'd have charged you extra, yeah.
And I didn't know everyone knew him in the testing except for me. I did not know him, and it was so funny. He passed his test anyway. He got, I think, 7 minors. He did all right. But you know, it doesn't matter how good a footballer you are. We all have insecurity.
Yeah.
And he did.
Oh, like the footballer John Stones. Yeah, he says he struggles You know, Inglefield, he says he struggles terribly. He says he makes a mistake in a game and he can't let it go for like days. You know.
Okay, I want you to read the sign on the left. I want you to follow the sign for Bradford.
Okay.
Right, so this will be your first stage of independent driving. So I want you now to follow the signs for Bradford. So you're going to do a little bit of driving on your own now, okay?
Where are my Bradford signs?
To give you a heads up, you're in the correct lane.
Yep.
You're going ahead, second exit, where that blue sign is. So that's the sign for Bradford.
Yep.
So you'll follow the road ahead. So this is your first stage of independent driving with me.
I'm staying in my lane. I'm going
Yep, we're going to go up there.
up.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yep.
Right.
Second exit.
Sorry.
It's okay, no big deal, it's fine. If you count your because that's a roundabout.
Yeah.
If you count your exits, you'll find it easier to understand. However, we're going to continue with this independent driving. I need to introduce this into your driving.
Yes, yeah.
So you're going to now follow the road ahead. I'll give you, we were following the sign for Bradford. We are now following the sign for Leeds.
Right.
If you get stuck, if you don't understand, you can ask me and I'll help you.
Was the sign for Bradford has it been taken down to the roadworks there? Because I could not for the life of me see a sign for Bradford there.
There was only one by the roundabout. There hasn't been another one yet.
Right.
I would do. Following the signs for Leeds. Did you see it?
Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can meet both lanes for Leeds, but this one. Squeezing behind your car. Struggling, mate. Is it second exit Leeds?
It is, yeah.
I always admit sometimes when I get to these, I do struggle a bit. do you not need to indicate on the
You don't need to. There. It's
on the
fine.
traffic light controlled roundabouts? It's,
You don't need to.
you can do, but it's not necessary.
Yeah. Do
It's
I think? Well,
essentially-
yeah. Out of habit, I do. Do I
Right.
need to know? If it helps somebody and you think somebody benefits, yeah, you can do.
But essentially, you should just be staying in your lane and,
Yeah.
obeying the traffic lights.
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, those do confuse me a bit still. As I say, independent driving, isn't it? I need to get better at reading my signs and reading the road as well in areas I'm unfamiliar with.
What I usually do is I glance in my right door mirror just to make sure and see if there's anyone like me, because I would use that lane up to the very end and then come
Right.
in. I'm one of them. I'll literally stay in that lane to the very end and then come in.
And I'll jump in.
And
there's a big gap in front of me, so...
And you know the thing is, it's not wrong. And what you're doing is you're not causing traffic congestion. So
Yeah,
you
so
might see
everybody
people,
piles into this
yeah.
lane straight away.
Do you know when I was a student, we used to nick them. I think everyone did.
We took a trolley back to our place.
Oh,
we
you've
had no
got
idea how to get rid of it after that. Our landlord turned up and we went, oh God, what's he going to say? And he went, you've got a trolley back there. That's hilarious.
And this is how our contraflow system works.
Right.
So it sends us on the wrong side of the road
Yeah.
at a reduced speed. So although it takes us on the wrong side of the road, it reduces their speed and our speed. So there's like a minimal risk to each other. And it just feels awkward,
Yes.
but it's correct. As long as we stay in our lane and follow the instructions that they give us. That's only because on the opposite side they've got some I forgot what they call it in the road. It's not shafting. It's when a road surface kind of lifts, kind of like peels.
Oh, right.
And what they've done to fix it, the only way they can fix it is by literally stopping people using it. And you'll feel these little bumps, these here, and they're massive on the opposite side.
Right.
And now's the ideal time. And we can see it's almost the end of the contraflow system where it's sending us back onto our side of the road.
Yes. Yeah, 200 yards.
Yeah. And we're going to keep right to go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably better to.
I would have
I did
indicated.
see there was a gap, but I
Yeah.
probably should have.
You did fine. I would have come in a little earlier, not so close, because if there was somebody in that lane that wouldn't let you in, you'd end up going into the bus lane and getting a ticket.
Right.
So as soon as I see the arrows on the floor, I move across.
Yeah.
Considering it's the first time that you've driven on this road, I think you're doing all right. Can feel a little bit of nervousness in your steering, just a little bit, but you're doing wonderful.
Should I
Been
keep this
brilliant.
open?
I'd carry on. The reason why I'd carry on is because the junction would be here, and there's enough space for me to
Right,
tuck my
is it?
car in. Yeah. So what time is it on that clock?
12:30.
Let's move into the lane on the left. Signal left, come into the lane on the left. Into the bus lane, let's go into it. Give gas, keep your speed at 40. Let's go a little faster. The reason why I asked you the time was because you are permitted to use,
Right. Yes.
because it's not in its time. Now look at that car, he's stopped. Signal right,
Yeah.
forward plants the signal right and go around him. That's fine. And now signal left, move back into the lane on the left. I need to teach you how to do this, that's all. As you're in this lane, now we know that the bus lane is open for you at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, now at the moment it's telling us we can use the bus lane because it's not in its times of operation.
Yeah.
The next one tells us it's not and we cannot use it. So keep going. Where the arrows are, do a lane change. So keep going ahead and signal right. We're going to go into that lane. So signal right. When it's safe, go into lane 2. Give gas, go a little faster. That's fine. So you're supposed to keep left by default
Mm-hmm.
and then move out of the lane in good time.
Yeah. I gotta say, at speed as well, it's quite hard to spot the exact bus times there.
Oh, we're used to. We've seen.
But you probably know them off by heart,
Yeah. We don't even think anymore. And now look in the left door mirror. The reason you look at these are auto switching lights. So if there was a bus in the lane on the left, your lights would go red.
Okay.
Now just a bit of a heads up here. Look down the road and make sure there's no emergency vehicle approaching you. Because usually they fly up and down this road.
Right.
It leads in and out of Armley. And Armley's quite active with blue light vehicles, especially ambulances. Okay, now at the traffic lights, turn left.
Okay.
And that would be the end of your independent drive. So not bad for introducing it into your drive. You did well.
Yeah,
You did okay.
I still struggle on reading the road in directions a little bit, I have to admit, but it's a skill, isn't it? You learn it.
You develop it, don't you?
Yeah.
Simple as that, yeah. No problem.
You get used to, of course, driving places you know as well, don't you? That's the thing. It's like
See, I'm
you know-
driving an autopilot.
Yeah, you know your road, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I know where this goes, I know where that goes. And then you're like, where's the sign again? Where's that
Yeah.
sign?
Yeah.